Despite the Mueller report's debunking of the greatest hoax in American history, the dead-enders are still clinging to their vast Russian conspiracy theories. For nearly 3 years, the media led by CNN has polluted the minds of viewers with 24/7 lies and propaganda that the legitimately elected President of the United States was a Kremlin mole and that 63 million Americans were acting on behalf of Vladimir Putin when they rejected Hillary Clinton in the 2016 election. Once Mueller's costly boondoggle of a witch hunt came to a close and President Trump and his family weren't indicted for collusion, some predicted that the exposure of the scam would lead to a course correction and some long-overdue contrition from an activist media that has made ousting Trump their mission. Voter poll: should Obama be arrested for illegally spying on Trump? Those optimists were wrong because the media, Democrats and the howling hate mobs of the resistance have tripled down on their delusions, and nowhere more so than at the self-proclaimed most trusted name in news, where the news team is refusing to retire their tinfoil hats. The talking heads were beside themselves on Friday when Trump defied them and participated in a wide-ranging telephone conversation with Putin, a practice that was customary and a complete non-controversy for decades when a line of presidents regularly chatted with their Russian counterparts. We discussed trade, Venezuela, Ukraine, North Korea, nuclear arms control and even the Russian hoax. Very productive talk, Donald J. Trump, at Real Donald Trump. May 3, 2019. Trump's talk with Putin and his spiking of the ball on Twitter by mocking the media's Russia hoax triggered his enemies, including the whiny Jake Tapper, who accused the POTUS of being a spokesman for the Kremlin as he just kept on flogging that dead horse. Claim your free Make America Great Again hat while supplies last. Check it out via Fox News. CNN anchor Jake Tapper slammed President Trump over the phone conversation he had with Russian President Vladimir Putin this week, telling a panel that Trump shares Putin's perspective as if he's the spokesman for the Kremlin. During their wide-ranging hour-long conversation, both leaders discussed the ongoing crisis in Venezuela, tensions with North Korea, trade negotiations, and the Mueller report, which Trump referred to as a Russian hoax on Twitter. "We've done stories on this show about how there are Russian troops in Venezuela right now," Tapper exclaimed. "Just to be clear, this is not the president saying, well, this is what Putin claims. He is giving Putin's point of view almost as if he is the spokesman for the Kremlin. He is not looking to get involved in Venezuela. There are Russian troops in Venezuela. Poll: should Jim Acosta be banned for life from the press pool? Once again, Trump's efforts to work with Putin in the interest of peace, even if it flies in the face of warmongering neocons in his own administration, has Tapper and company's panties in a bunch, and you have to really wonder who they are really working for. It sure isn't the American people. The establishment consensus that Russia is working to sow discord and divisiveness in the USA couldn't have a better poster boy than Tapper, who should look in the mirror if he wants to see what a real spokesman for the Kremlin looks like. They are never going to let go of the Russian hoax, which isn't going to die until the Democratic Party ceases to become a viable political entity and takes the deep state media shells along with it. You might like Let's Block Ads. Why?